The Beast incarnate just made a statement that will reverberate through the entire WWE universe. Brock Lesnar didn't just attack Cody Rhodes on Raw last night. He sent a message to everyone watching that there's a new predator on the hunt, and nobody in the locker room is safe from what he's capable of delivering. This wasn't just violence for the sake of it. This was a calculated declaration of war that changes everything you thought you knew about the current landscape of Monday Night Raw. Stick with us as we break down why Lesnar's assault might be the most dangerous development in WWE right now. Welcome back to WWE Express, where we dive deep into the psychology and storytelling that makes professional wrestling the most compelling form of entertainment in the world. If you're new here, subscribe right now because we're about to explore one of the most shocking moments in recent Raw history. Here's what you need to understand about Brock Lesnar. When this man makes a move, it's never without purpose. He's not a guy who operates on impulse or emotion. Every single thing he does is designed to accomplish a specific objective. So when Brock Lesnar targets Cody Rhodes with a level of aggression that leaves the entire arena in stunned silence, you have to ask yourself, what's the endgame here? What does Lesnar see in Cody Rhodes that makes him worthy of his attention? And more importantly, what does this attack mean for the future of Monday Night Raw? Cody Rhodes has been on an incredible journey. The American Nightmare has rebuilt his career from the ground up, proving himself as a main event player who can carry the biggest matches on the biggest stages. He's fought his way through challenge after challenge, earning the respect of the WWE Universe through pure determination and skill. But that's exactly the kind of competitor that catches Brock Lesnar's attention. Lesnar doesn't waste his time with people who don't matter. He doesn't use his energy on average performers. When Brock Lesnar sets his sights on someone, it's because he recognizes them as a threat, as someone with enough credibility to make a statement. What happened on Raw was visceral and brutal. Lesnar attacked with the kind of intensity that reminded everyone why he's considered one of the most dangerous forces in professional wrestling. This wasn't a typical backstage confrontation or a brief physical altercation. This was a comprehensive display of power designed to send a message not just to Cody Rhodes, but to everyone in the locker room. The Beast was awake, he was hungry, and he was making it crystal clear that he was ready to reclaim his position at the top of the WWE hierarchy. The genius of this attack from a storytelling perspective is how it upends expectations. Cody Rhodes has been on an upward trajectory. Fans have been behind him. Commentators have been building him up as one of the faces of the company. And then Brock Lesnar arrives and says, "None of that matters. I'm here," and everything changes. That's the kind of power that only a select few people in professional wrestling possess. That's the kind of dominance that forces the entire narrative to shift directions. What makes Lesnar's presence on Raw so compelling is the uncertainty he creates. When Lesnar is involved, nothing is guaranteed. Championships that seemed secure suddenly feel vulnerable. Main event spots that seemed locked and suddenly feel contested. Wrestlers who thought they knew their place in the hierarchy have to reassess everything. That's the impact of a force like Brock Lesnar entering the picture. He's a meteor that crashes into the landscape, and everything around him has to adjust to the new reality. The psychology behind targeting Cody Rhodes specifically is worth examining. Lesnar could have attacked anyone. There are plenty of competitors on the Raw roster who would be considered legitimate threats. But he chose Cody Rhodes. That choice tells us something important. It tells us that Lesnar sees Cody as someone who represents the current order, someone who's been built up as a pillar of the company. By taking Cody down, by making him a victim of his aggression, Lesnar is declaring that the old order is finished. He's the new force that needs to be reckoned with. For Cody Rhodes, this attack is a defining moment. How he responds will shape his character going forward. Does he rise to the challenge? Does he accept that he has to prove himself against a different caliber of opponent? Does he let this setback define him, or does he use it as motivation to climb even higher? These are the questions that will drive the narrative forward. In professional wrestling, sometimes the biggest opportunities come after the most devastating defeats. Sometimes getting knocked down by the biggest, baddest guy in the company is the springboard to the greatest moment of your career. What's absolutely brilliant about this angle is the simplicity of it. You don't need lengthy explanations or complicated backstory. You just need Brock Lesnar, his presence, his aura, and his willingness to unleash absolute chaos. That's enough to command the attention of the entire WWE universe. That's enough to make people tune in to see what's going to happen next. Because when Lesnar is involved, anything is possible. The ripple effects of this attack are going to spread throughout the entire Raw roster. Every competitor is going to be thinking about Lesnar. Every storyline is going to be affected by his presence. Management is going to be making decisions based on how to handle this new threat. This single moment of violence has the potential to reshape the entire direction of Raw going forward. What we witnessed on Raw was a masterclass in creating drama and intrigue. Brock Lesnar didn't need words. He didn't need a microphone. He just needed to be there, and he needed to be devastating. That's the kind of presence that transcends professional wrestling and enters the realm of genuine must-see television. When Lesnar is in the building, you have to watch because you never know what's going to happen next. Cody Rhodes now faces a choice about how he moves forward. He can acknowledge that Lesnar is a different kind of challenge, something that requires a different approach than anything he's faced before. Or he can maintain that he's unstoppable, that nothing can derail his momentum. Either way, the narrative has changed. The American Nightmare is no longer just climbing the mountain. He's now dealing with a force of nature that doesn't care about his accomplishments or his storyline momentum. This is what makes professional wrestling so special. One attack, one moment of violence from the right person, can completely alter the landscape of an entire brand. Brock Lesnar just proved why he's one of the most valuable performers in all of WWE. He didn't need a long feud build or months of storytelling. He just needed to show up and be himself, and the entire universe is now captivated. If you were shocked by Brock Lesnar's attack on Cody Rhodes, please smash that like button right now. Drop a comment below and tell us what you think happens next in this developing story. Do you think Cody Rhodes is equipped to handle the challenge that Brock Lesnar represents? Or is the Beast about to enter a new chapter of dominance? Subscribe to WWE Express for more analysis of Raw's biggest moments and the storylines that keep us coming back week after week. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into professional wrestling's greatest moments.